Welcome to practice. I'm Donna Cavanough. We're going to begin standing today. A blanket would be useful, and sometimes having a chair nearby can be handy here. Like the help of a chair for balancing. And finding your Tadasana position with your feet under your hips and parallel, feet hip width, leg hip width parallel. And bringing your focus to your breath. Feel your spine, the shape of your spine, and whether you feel tension trying to hold or manage the shape of the spine and the muscles around your spine. And let's start the spine moving just forward and back, and we'll just do that by rolling the chin into the chest and rolling down and then rolling up. We're going to follow the breath with that rolling down and rolling up movement. So as you exhale, rolling down. And as you inhale, rolling up. And let your breath be as long as feels really satisfying. And then follow that rhythm of breath with your movement. You might find that you can roll a little more deeply each time, or it just might start to feel more easeful. Following the breath, allowing the spine to move. The next time you roll up, lift your shoulders up to your ears and then shoulder blades back. And take your mountain pose again, your Tadasana. Feeling that deep and satisfying breath. And of course, there is tension involved in standing up tall. So hopefully we've got the legs engaged, so lifting the front of the thighs, the front of the hips, lifting the belly, the breastbone, the top of the head. So there's that feeling of reaching the front body tall, drawing the shoulder blades down. Beautiful. Bend your knees now. So we're going to try and bend the knees and sit the bottom back rather than tip the torso forward. Bending the knees. And it might just be a little bend, depends on how your knees are feeling. But keep your legs parallel. Sometimes when we bend the knees, it feels like we want to take the knees out. But let's keep the legs parallel. Bring the hands in front of the heart and we'll press them. Nice. And we're going to follow the movement of the breath with the arms this time, but we're going to hold the legs here and hold the core of the body, lifting the spine. Inhale, arms up by the ears. And exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up by the ears. And exhale, prayer position. And you're going to keep going. And again, follow your own lengthened and satisfying breath. Really try to reach your arms. This Katasana. Powerful pose. The little movement. Beautiful. And then straightening your legs. I'm going to take the arms out from the shoulders, palms up, and little circles. So the palms go up and the thumbs go back. And neck relax, throat relax. Ah. Mm. Good. Let's see if we can keep the arms going and bend the knees again like we did before for the Utkatasana. So as you bend your knees, try to keep the torso upright rather than bending forward. Keep your legs parallel. Keep the thumbs reaching to the back part of that movement. Good. And use the front core of the body to really stabilize a good feeling for the spine. Good. And then release and just bring the arms down into your Tadasana now. So upper arms rolling out, palms in. And feel the shoulders, the arms, and the space between the shoulder blades. Nice work. We're going to just roll forward into a forward bend and stop halfway so your hands are on your thigh and look forward. And in your looking forward, we make a back bend movement. And then we're going to arch the spine up. And then the back bend movement. So you're looking forward, lifting the tailbone. And again, we're going to follow the satisfying flow of your own breath so that when you breathe in, the front of the body is spacious. And as you breathe out, the front of the body, the front torso contracts. Nice work. Next time you breathe in and you look forward, hold that position and keep breathing. So we feel the belly lengthen, the breastbone reaching forward. Beautiful. If you just tuck your chin into your chest, the back of the neck is long. We're going to reach the torso, the top of the head as far forward as you can, as far forward and reaching down. Uttanasana. And bring your hands behind your back now. You could hold your wrists or your forearms or even try and reach for your elbows. Good. And then we're going to roll up. Good. Release your arms, take them overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. Really give your arms a big stretch. Good. Take your arms behind you again and reach for your elbows. You might be able to hold a little closer your elbows when you link them when you're standing. And let's go forward again. Uttanasana. Try to press the bones of your spine forward so that you feel spacious in the belly and the chest. And reach the top of the head as far forward as you can. And embedding the bones of the spine forward, try to straighten your leg. And then bend your knees and inhale and rolling up. And arms up and looking up. Nice work. And releasing your arm. Great. Now we're going to come to the short front of the mat, Tadasana. And this is where, if you have the seat of a chair, you don't have to reach all the way to the floor to step forward and back. So that could be very useful. Just make sure the chair's not going to slip. I usually put all four legs of the chair on the mat. Tadasana, with the feet hip width parallel. Arms up, Urdhva Hasta. Uttanasana, bones of the spine, reaching forward. Good. We're going to bring the hands to the support chair or floor. Left foot back so your heel can land on the floor, but you have a stretch between the front foot and the back foot. We want the feet about hip width distance apart from side to side. Maybe you've gone into the front leg being straight and your back feels like it's taut and poking up towards the ceiling. Let's bend the front leg a little bit more and see if you can embed the bones of the spine forward. If you look forward, you'll engage that middle back between the shoulder blades a little bit more, but you don't want to squash the back of the neck. So look forward, but then tuck your chin towards your chest. And we're going to play with making the front leg straighter. Find your flow of breath. There's no need to rush this. And sometimes the leg's not going to go straight, or most cases. The leg is not going to go straight, but you'll feel that big intensity of the zone where your body is protecting you from injury, the stretch reflex. So exploring with curious compassion what is possible, what is kind. Straightening, or in that direction, your front leg. Beautiful. We're going to stand up, step your left foot in front and be balanced on your right foot. Bring the hands in front of your heart. Take your left knee out to the left side. Take your left foot behind you and lean your torso forward a little. So we've got the left foot out behind. You can put your tiptoes on the floor if you need to for balance, or just holding the leg above the floor. Try to bring your hips level to the floor. And we keep that feeling of the whole core of the body supporting a really easeful feeling for the spine, lengthening, spacious, strong. Good. And then that left leg, the one that's behind you, is going to come back in front, and you're still balanced on your right foot. Beautiful. And before we place the left foot down, let's find where we're going to place it. Hip width parallel, and then transferring your weight. And I just saw a little message. Maybe John could check, please. So we're going to be standing in Tadasana. Arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. And Uttanasana, really taking care of your spine, reaching it forward, feeling the flow of your breath. And find where you can reach your hands to, the floor or your chair, and right foot back. And we want to stretch from front to back. From side to side, about hip width. The wider you take your feet, sideways, the bigger foundation, so the easier balance. And then bend the front leg more. Reach the spine forward. Look forward. Feel the whole spine pressing towards the front torso, embedding. And then tuck your chin towards your chest so that the back of the neck feels long. And then exploring left leg getting straighter, left leg stretching. Exploring with kindness and compassion. And the resistance might feel really big. It does for me. So we're not pushy. Listening to your body. Sometimes the resistance is part perception. It's there for good reason. Beautiful. All right, we're going to step forward and lift up and be balanced on the left foot, right foot in front. You might be on your tiptoes or you might lift the knee high. You can hold your knee. Take the knee, the right knee, out to the right side. Good. With your hands pressing in front of your heart, palms together. Take the right foot behind you now. Stretch the leg out behind you. You can find the floor if you need the floor for balance, and you've tipped forward the torso a little, bending just at the hip crease. Keep that sense of the whole core of the body supporting an easeful spine. Holding your balance. Beautiful. Bring the right foot back in front. And before you place the foot down, let's see if we can eke out that little space ready for the foot. Hip width parallel, and then transferring your weight. Tadasana. Feeling both feet on the floor. But also how strong your legs are feeling. Lifting the quadriceps, the front of the thighs, belly, breastbone, drawing the shoulder blades down. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing arms. Uttanasana, feeling your satisfying breath. Place your hands so you can step the left foot back a bigger distance this time. So we're in a long lunge. But still from side to side, the feet are about hip width or a little bit wider if you need extra foundation. Bend your front leg. Lift your arms from the floor, put them beside your torso so they're behind you or beside you. Palms facing up, look forward. Bring the bones of the spine forward. Reach the torso further forward and out along that front thigh. Lift the palms. Strong leg. We're going to lift the torso up. Virabhadrasana 1. Palms facing each other. Draw the shoulder blades down. Lift the belly, the breastbone. Looking up between the hands. Pressing your back heel and bend your front knee so the hips are lunging forward. Beautiful. Bring the hands in front of your heart. We're going to straighten the front leg. Swing your left heel down to the floor. So we start to turn our torso to the long edge of the mat. You might need to wiggle your feet a little here. We want to land with the right heel lining up with the center of the left foot inner arch, and we're going to have straight legs. Hands at your heart. For Trikonasana, triangle pose, reach your arms from your shoulders and reach your right arm and your right rib over your right straight leg. As far as you can reach without tipping the left side of the body forward. Take your right hand to your right leg and your left arm up. And we try to get a nice vertical line for the arms and the shoulders. And maybe as you breathe here and you consolidate your balance, the core of the body, you might find that you can also lengthen your legs, your spine, and rolling the left side of the body back. Nice work. We're going to windmill the left arm forward to the front of the mat. Bend your right knee and turn your left foot to face forward. Bring the arms up from the floor again by your side, palms up, look forward. And we're going to stand up, step forward and balance on the right foot. Ooh. As best we can. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Lifting left knee. Beautiful. Find your placement for your foot, just with the skin of your toes, left toes, and then placing your foot. Tadasana. Feeling that flow of breath. Satisfying. Urdhva Hastasana, looking up. Uttanasana. Big step back with the right foot this time. So we're in that long lunge, bending the front knee, pressing the back heel. We want to feel powerful in our stance because we're going to bring the arms up from the floor. Palms lifting, fingers reaching back. So shoulders move away from the neck. Lunge the hips forward and look forward. Lift the palms higher. Good. Lift the torso and the arms up into Virabhadrasana 1. Consolidate your balance. Back leg straight, front leg bent. Draw the shoulder blades down. Looking up. Lunging the hips forward. Back leg straight. Bring the hands in front of your heart and put your right heel down on the floor. So we're going to turn our torso to the long edge of the mat on the right and just line up your feet. So your left heel is in line with the right foot, inner arch and both legs straight for Trikonasana. Lifting the quadriceps, reaching the arms. And then reach your left arm and your left rib as far as you can over your left thigh. And take that hand down. Lifting your right arm. Rolling the right side of the body back. And as we consolidate balance and lengthening, feeling the stability of the core body, the support there. Heart shining upward. And connected to the breath. Windmill your right arm to the short front end of your mat. Bend your left leg. So we're back in that lunge position. Arms up by your side, looking forward. Good, and we're going to lift up, step forward, all in one smooth movement. Almost. And bring your hands in front of your heart. Lift your right leg. And then find where you're going to place that right foot. Just with the skin of your right foot. And Tadasana. Feet under the hips so that your feet are hip width and parallel, legs are parallel. Ah, nice. We're going to step whichever foot works to bring you facing the long edge of your mat so you can see your device. So we're in a really wide-legged position now. Might even wiggle them into position. Toes in, heels out. Press the outside edges of the feet down towards the floor and lift the inner arches of the feet and the kneecaps. Locate the hip crease. So where you stop being leg and you start being torso at the front of your body. And we're going to make a back bend from there. And to do that, you want to use your leg muscles powerfully, lifting up to that hip crease. And then we're going to make a back bend, feeling the spine, lifting up towards the ceiling. So the front of the torso is spacious, back of the neck long. And then keep your back bend shape and fold the hip creases deeply inward, reaching your torso forward. Ooh. Bring your hands under your shoulders, walking your hands forward. Mm. Mm. Lengthening the sides of the waist, the back of the body. Strong legs here. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Now, we're going to try and maneuver our feet into a squatting position. So if you can only squat a little way because of your knees, then you might need to come back up to standing and step in. Otherwise, jump into squatting. And we're going to try and get each heel onto the floor one at a time. So we're going to wiggle from side to side. So if you're in more of a standing position, come into your squat as best you can for your knees and do the same thing, just walking one knee forward and one knee back. You get that hip maneuverability. All right, if you're on the floor and you don't have your heels on the floor like I am not able to do yet, one at a time. It really limbers up the feet and the hips. Nice. We're going to try that movement of kneeling and squatting and moving between those two movements. Just turn sideways so you can see. So hands on the floor, touching the knees down, and then rolling back over the feet until you can get your heels close to the floor. So kneeling and squatting. And if you're able to do that with your hands on the floor and you think you might be able to do it balancing, you can give it a go. Or maybe your hands are off the floor half the time. Nice work. And then we're going to sit down. Take a seat and take a position for your swastikasana vinyasa. So we do feet out as wide as they'll go and legs are bent and knees are as wide as they'll go. Now we keep the knees really wide and take the left knee to the floor and then the right knee to the floor. Lift the right knee and lift it as far as it will go from the left and then let the left follow. And the right knee goes to the floor and then the left knee goes to the floor. Left knee lifts. Keep it as far as you can from your right knee, and then lift the right knee. Left knee goes to the floor, right knee goes to the floor. Okay, so you've got the picture. We're going to keep going from side to side. And you can use your hands as I'm doing to help, or you can try and put your arms out in front. Don't give up on keeping the knees as far apart as you can as you start to change sides. So it's the leg that lifts first. We're operating that leg first, and then the other can follow. Ooh. Nice work. Hug your knees in and lift your torso, lift your spine. Ah. We're going to lean back and balance on the tailbone. So your feet are just off the floor. And lifting the spine. You might feel that to hold you there, you're really having to use the core of the body, and you might even feel the muscles kind of moving or shifting around a little bit as you're a little bit wobbly. Good. We love wobbles. All right, now we're going to try and hold our feet off the floor, but not at the expense of the spine, of course. So see if you can really embed the bones of the spine forward, particularly your lower back. All right, we're going to hold just the front of the knees. The further you lean back, so the straighter your arms are, the more work this will be for the core. So you might have to keep your arms a little bit bent. All right, and we're going to take the knees left and reach your torso over to the right, or look over your right shoulder. And then the knees go right, and you're reaching your torso to the left, looking over the left shoulder. We go a little bit from side to side, and it's tricky to balance on the sit bone. You feel the core of the body working here. And that's what we want, the core rather than the neck or the throat. So stay relaxed there and breathing. Good. If you're feeling really confident, you can let go of your hands. And by confident, I mean, are you confident that your back is really beautifully supported? Otherwise, keep your hands on your knees. Ah, nice work. And back to center. And we're going to ease that out by laying down in happy baby pose. Ah, beautiful. Rock. Hold the knees in towards your chest. Rock a little from side to side. And then put your arms on the inside of your legs and hold where you can reach. So that might be your leggings or it might be your feet. The movement is to bring the knees towards the floor outside the chest or shoulders. The knees are deeply bent and the soles of the feet facing the ceiling. Finding your breath. Let the breath feel satisfying again. Taking time. Okay, we're going to keep the right leg bent, but start to straighten the left leg. And it might be a pretty intense feeling of stretch. Knowing that your back is supported here and exploring where you might be able to stretch. Ah. Good, and then bending your left leg and straightening the right. Good, and one more each side. Bend the right leg, straighten the left leg. Ah. And then bending the left leg and straightening the right leg. Good. And then releasing both feet down onto the floor. Hands by your sides, palms down. And roll just your tailbone off the floor. So your lower back presses into the floor. You might feel that natural movement of the front core recedes or hollows towards the spine. Okay, then the next vertebra, lowest vertebra, then the neck and the next. And we're going to lift up one at a time. See if you can feel each bone of the spine separate to its neighbor. As you lift, lift, lift. We're going to lift as high as you can. Keep your legs parallel. You might lift up and feel that you're maybe even on the neck bones. Lift your hips high, nice strong legs, keep them parallel, and then lower down one vertebra at a time. From the top of the spine, through your middle spine, the lower back. Beautiful. And then really relax your torso and your back. And we're going to do one more of those. So tailbone first, then pelvis, then sacrum, and then bone by bone. Really trying to articulate, gleaning that deep understanding of the spine and the core body. Enjoying the flow of your breath and your powerful parallel legs. When you get right to the top, then come down bone by bone. Lovely work. Relax your torso. Wiggle the inside edges of the feet together and the knees together. Arms straight out from your shoulders. We're going to lift the hips, swing them to the right, and the knees go to the left. Now, you can decide, be passive here, just letting the weight of your body to the floor, looking over your right shoulder. You might like to keep that core nice and warm and lift the feet and the knees just off the floor. If that feels too strong in your back, just go with the passive one. Be kind. Really listen to what your body needs. And feeling each breath. We need to gather our awareness to the core of the body to move the legs from here. So feeling strong, plenty of support for the spine as you lift the legs back to center, lift the hips, swing them left, and knees go right. And you can face over the left arm this time. And whichever version you did on the first side, repeat on the second side. So if you're being passive and letting your legs rest to the floor, doing that, or else hovering your feet and your knees just above. Being curious. Really bringing your awareness to the core of your body. What does it take to lift the legs without distress to the spine? So using all those beautiful core muscles, core awareness, back to center and hug your knees into your chest and rocking a little from side to side. Ah. And then gently rolling to your right side and coming up to sitting. Mhm. Unless, of course, you have time for your own shavasana. Taking a seat and enjoying the length of your spine and the flow of your breath. Bringing your hands in front of your heart. Take the feeling of the practice with you. Namaste.